Well, you've talked about your team suffering before. Today, how do you sum up what the team have found?
I didn't talk about suffering. I never talked about suffering. We made life very, very difficult for ourselves today. The result is fantastic. We're in the last four. It's amazing, but I'm not happy with the performance.
In what sense?
In every sense. Because, again, the commitment is there, but we made life very, very difficult for us in the way we played, how we played. Sloppy, a lot of technical mistakes, not fast enough, not repetitive enough. We were lucky today.
Was that the occasion, getting to the players?
I don't know, it's just...
mentality thing?
No, nothing. No, it's no mentality.
Well, if you're not happy with the players...
This is pure mentality. How can you ask about mentality now? This is pure mentality. It's not about mentality.
No, I mean when the players had the problem, was that the mentality? What was it?
There's no mentality problem. This is pure mentality. This is pure mentality. You can bottle it up and sell it.
Absolutely.
So why is the problem for mentality? It's the quality of our games. That's it. This has nothing to do with mentality.
Well, what about in terms of the players who came in then? The adjustments you made?
Very good.
Reece James.
Very good.
You've backed Reece James a lot throughout your career.
Was excellent.
And Reece today.
Morgan Rogers was fantastic today. Ebbs grew into the game. Chet grew into the game. So full credit to them. But overall, we got lucky today.
And it is about the squad, though. You said it would be about the squad.
Yeah, but it's also a bit about quality. We need to play better.
Okay, what about Jude Bellingham and his quality?
Enough said. He does it every single match. World class.
And how do you sum up now what your team need to find if you're not happy today for a semi-final? You are in a World Cup semi-final.
Yeah. We will get better. We need to get better. Now it's celebration, and now it's taking it all in. We have 3 days. We need everything. We need better performance.
Thomas Tuchel, the England manager, clearly not happy, says they got lucky today, animated. Your reaction to that interview, Thierry?
I didn't understand the questions. The guy is telling you actually that it was all effort and mentality, and you're asking about the mentality. He was talking about the technical aspect of the game. He wasn't happy with how the players were playing. I think he wasn't happy with Madueke. He wasn't happy with the speed. He wasn't happy about it. That's why he changed stuff straight away. You don't even need to ask that question. If he's changing stuff, it's because he's not happy with what's on the field. And what we cannot doubt with this team is the mentality that they have and the grit. So no, I didn't understand the question, and I wanted to say something about Tuchel. Because I have that out-of-the-body experience when I'm in England. You guys were talking a lot about the guys that were not there. I think we should talk about this team.
Okay.
Not about the guys that were not selected. You believe in him now?
Always have done.
Oh, okay. That's what you need to do, because he's a good coach and he's doing a good job.
We're going to talk more about the England players and Thomas Tuchel in just a second. But if you're just joining us late, what a story here in Miami. What a game when 120 minutes. Erling Haaland, Harry Kane, that's what everybody was talking about going into this game, Alexi. But there was a hell of a lot more than just those two.
It was like days ago, but this is first half. And Sheldon from way downtown, my goodness, he just looks up and says, I'm going to unleash this with my left foot. Yeah, we all see you there. After that hydration break, Norway came back and was a completely different team. They put this one in and you say, all right, game on. Carry that man around. All right, we want some more. Okay, 2v1. This is it, possibly go up 2-0. I know T's going to talk a little bit more about this here. Sorla says, I'm going to take it. Well, he's going to just go for a walkabout here, and ultimately it fizzles out, but a huge lost opportunity.
And then we get the England goal here. They said touch a cable. I have hard to believe that, but Gordon gets the ball on the side, gives a good ball to Jude Bellingham, brings it with him. Amazing game today, and this was his first goal. Happy equalizer. Gave another belief to England after losing 1-0, and David is happy. And he is also happy, Jude. And Nylon is complaining for a cable that we don't know if it touched or not. Let's see here. We have the VAR here, but the VAR says it didn't touch. So let's go, continue. And then we have a goal here from Norway. A little fumble in the area. Good save there and goal. Everybody thinks it's a goal, but the VAR says Haaland pushes the English player, and the referee said final decision, no goal.
A lot of pushing.
A lot of push.
Yeah, a lot. And then we were all here looking at this and thinking that was going to go in for Mayer. Rebecca was holding her breath. But then ball was saved after. It was a lot chaotic after, but look at how they put their body on the line, making sure that they were not going to score here. Norway. And then, like I said, who wants it the most? It's not so much about tactic at one point. When you're tired like that, your awareness, legs, Stu Alden was talking about the mentality aspect. Do you still have oxygen that goes through your brain? He's aware, Jude Bellingham, he's aware that's nothing to do with tactic, with nothing. That's mentality. That's what we were talking about, and the coach was mentioning he wants it. He appears, he scores. Boom. How you say? Bam.
Bam.
There you go, Jude Bellingham. Take a bow. Well done, son. Well done.
And England wanted to kick on here. Spence gets away. Foul in the box. Possible penalty. No, it is a penalty. He's calling a penalty, but hold on. Wait a second. See. Nope. You put your leg in front of Bob. Yeah. The referee told you exactly what was happening there. Now, this is strange. There's no way that man right there, given who he is, given what he has done, is leaving the field on his own accord. But he knows something is wrong. We'll figure it out.
And right at the end,
Jed Spence nearly scored a goal, but he didn't come. Bukayo Saka comes to the rescue. Dylan comes to the rescue. And I have to say that was a weird one for me to see Allen leaving the field. You put Allen and Larsen at the end and you hope for the best. It was a weird one, but the big man accepted it. That's what it's all about sometimes.
great friends as well, aren't they? Borussia Dortmund former teammates Jude Bellingham and Erling Haaland. That is the final score. England have beaten Norway by 2-1. I think that interview that Thomas Tuchel has just done with Gabriel Clark from English television is going to make a lot of headlines. Zlatan, you were watching it, you were listening to Thierry's reaction. He talked about mentality. He also said they were lucky he's not happy with the performance. Your reaction?
I said before the game, the team hasn't performed, they haven't played the best game they can play. They haven't performed the best way they can, but they have been showing fighting spirit. They showed it against Mexico with one guy less. They showed it today. They showed it in the other games where they were losing the games during the game. And the way you come back is mentality. They haven't been the best. And Tuchel said already in the beginning, we're going to get better and better. So he sees it himself. And he's not afraid to answer the question because he has personality and character. Not many coaches does that. So props to him, and he did good because he said exactly the truth and how it is. Because sometimes they don't want to see the real picture of what's happening on the pitch. But he gave direct answer, and they should follow and listen because the coach is world class, and he's not afraid. He's not afraid. He didn't pick up stars to the team for the World Cup if they are stars. He picked a collective team to do it together. And they show it every game, they do it as a team. Then obviously you have Jude, you have Kane. If it's not Kane, it's Jude. They have been doing amazing stuff. But the other ones, they have been showing fighting spirit. You saw in the end when the defender won a header. Oh my God, he didn't care about the guy who was laying down. He went to the fence and he was celebrating. That's fighting spirit, that's hard.
It looks like an England team that now reflects its manager, doesn't it, with the grit?
Yes, this was still a German-esque type of response from him, but as we've said all along, maybe that is what the missing ingredient is for this team. I don't think he meant to downplay the spirit or the mentality. We can throw any word out there, and everybody kind of has different definitions for the words. But I think in that moment, he wanted to remind everybody that there's still a lot of work to be done, and in essence, to get back on top of that hill, they still haven't done anything. Now, I'm sure he will go back and he will look at different moments and he will praise different players in different ways. But I think he recognizes that if they're going to play 2 more games, let alone win 2 more games, they're going to need to be much, much better individually and collectively.
And the coach is not afraid. He made 2 changes in halftime. I would change Maduka after 20 minutes. But he did it in halftime and the team became better. So he sees the things. So it's not that he doesn't know.
You've talked about Bellingham, we've talked about Kane. There were good performances, weren't there, from England all over the field and the substitutes coming on. Who would you pick out, Thierry, as well as Kane and Bellingham in that game?
Thomas Tuchel. They took Declan Rice also off. Nobody does that usually. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's the thing. I don't know what happened.
He was sick during the week, I think, as well.
Something that's very, very important. And he does that. And what I like about him, he answers straight. He does. He's not happy with the performance of his team. That's his right. But to question the mentality of that team, and I have to say something, I'm not English, but I could relate to the fighting spirit. And that's very much so how you guys are. You fight no matter what. And living in England, a lot of people were always complaining that they couldn't relate to the team. Well, if you don't relate to that team and the way they play and the way they go about it, hopefully for you, technical aspect of the game will come. But the fighting spirit is back. The one that I know for a very long time since I live in England. I can see the fans are happy to see this team fight at least and not giving up.
Thomas Tuchel can rain on the parade, and that's strategic. You, everybody else, absolutely sing. Absolutely celebrate this win because you're moving on to the semi-final. With some understanding, you have to improve. And according to Thomas Tuchel, they will improve. But this is a night for celebration. They ultimately made it through against this team, and we should say goodbye to Norway, but you have brought things on and off the field that we will never forget.
Thank you, Norway. Thank you.
Yes, I want to give credit also to Norway. They had fun. They did things nobody expected. They made history, and they showed the whole world how to row a boat.
That's true. They certainly did.
Norway.
And the United States has fallen in love with Erling Haaland.
Haaland has been amazing also.
Yeah.
Haaland has been amazing.
Will you have a drink tonight?
I'll have a drink tonight, Thierry. Of that, there is no doubt.
Thank you. Norway.